Think I'm live. Yeah. TDQ, do a backflip. Hey, I'll do my best. I don't know if you're in here right now, but what's good? Um, yeah, maybe I'll just fuck around, work on some music until people start coming in. Let's put this over here. Is this working? Yeah, I guess it should be. All right. Yeah, we're live. Let me know if you guys can't hear me or something too. I should probably let my Discord know. I didn't even mention it to the Discord people that I'm streaming today. I'm live on YouTube. Come through. HTTP. Manually typing out the live link. Or just my YouTube account. People will figure it out. People will find it. Yo, what's good, Equinox? Thanks for coming through the stream. What's up, Zub? Hello from Brazil. Damn. What time is it in Brazil right now? Appreciate you coming through. Yeah, I haven't streamed in a really long time. And I've only streamed once on YouTube, so I wanted to just see what's going on. I'm doing all right. Can't complain. I had work today, but just got off work. Got myself a yerba. I'm good for the next couple streams. Oh, okay, 608. That's not too bad. Appreciate you pulling up. Yo, what's good, Midnight Bandit? Thanks for coming through, man. Posting lots of good shit in the Discord lately. I really fuck with all the stuff you've been posting, man. Ooh, that sound is good. Viva Brazil. All right, let's get. Why is this not working still? My MIDI keyboard ain't working. Give that another shot. But yeah, I mean, as the stream title says, I wanted to talk about music hot takes today. So, you know, no pressure. We can just kick it too. Whatever you guys want to do, but let me know if you have a topic you guys want to discuss. I know we're kind of just starting, but I always go to the same preset. Oh, this one's better. No way. All right, let's get into it. Hold on, let me turn this music off real quick. All right. My music hot take is that the system only rewards the ones who make money for the system. I mean, I don't even know if that's a hot take, to be honest. I think that's just I think that's just true. You know what I mean? I mean, a good example of that is I'm sure you guys saw about like the Spotify, how they're not paying out royalties unless you get like a certain amount of plays on your song, which I think, yeah, on paper that sounds pretty bad because, you know, there's people that would be getting money that aren't, but the amount that they pay, it really doesn't make a difference. You know, they're basically not giving you like 40 cents. But I do think it's more about the precedence, you know, and like how they view the creators on their platform. You don't think any creator is really rewarded at all by the system? Interesting. Well, I wouldn't say any creator because there are lots of creators that are, you know, making lots of money and doing lots of things. But I do think like especially with like record labels, you know, you hear tons of stories about big artists that have problems with their labels. So it doesn't really matter how big you get and how successful you get. People are still going to take advantage of you, you know, which is why I think a lot of people now just want to be independent and do their own thing. And I think Midnight Bandit, to answer your question, how do we find our own rewards? I guess just kind of doing it on your own, you know? But it's impossible to avoid the system, you know? Because, look, I don't have like a deal with any platform. I'm not signed to a label, nothing like that. So me doing it on my own is, you know, putting my stuff out on YouTube, putting my stuff out on streaming. But, you know, it's still Google. You know, YouTube is owned by Google. So am I really like not part of the system? Oh, you're not known for your hot takes at all? What's up, Darling Guitar? Thanks for pulling up. Yeah, I mean, let me know if there's anything you want to talk about. That's what we're doing. We're jumping right into it. Yeah, I think music has always been an accessory for certain people. You know, people that don't make music or aren't into music. You know, it's just something that's like additional in their life. But I do think it's valued less now. Like, you know, even when I was a kid, you had to buy CDs and stuff. So you always were paying for something. Or even when like iPads or iPods first became a thing, like MP3 players, unless you were pirating your music, you're paying for it on iTunes or something similar. So nowadays, people won't pay $1 for any music. They pay for their streaming service, and then that's it. Most people won't pay a cent for any music. And I think that that's, I don't know. It is what it is. What are you going to do? Let's take a moment to actually validate our growth and tenacity. Hell yeah. That's what matters. It's all internal, you know? That's what I try to, especially lately, that's really what I try to focus on with my message. Because, you know, you're talking about your message will land with people who need it. I feel the same way, you know? Like, I don't know. I feel like, I had a thought. Fuck, I lost my thought. I haven't streamed in a while. I have to get used to this again. Oh my god, dude, I had so many viruses from LimeWire back in the day. Same. The world is what it is. I do what I must do. Yeah, exactly. Fuck. What was I about to say? Oh yes. So the way I see it is anything. All right. So we're talking about. Let's talk. We're talking about from this perspective of making music, right? Anything outside of actually making the music, you don't really have any say in what happens. You know, you kind of just do what you do, and if people listen to it, they listen to it. If they don't, they don't. So I think referencing external things as like growth is hard to do because you don't have any control of that. You know, it's cool. It's great when people appreciate what you're doing, but I think what's more important is appreciating what you are doing first before anything, and then figuring out the other stuff later, if it ever even gets figured out. All right, Ice Blue, what's good? Thanks for pulling up. All right, my hot take. Yesterday's artists were labels bitch. Now you are the bitch of the algorithms. Nothing has changed except the way you get your art out. Damn. I mean, I think you're right. I definitely agree with that. But I think the benefit of a label is upfront money, which, there's obviously problems with that, paying back the labels and all that stuff. But the benefit of being on a label, back in the day, is you get a bunch of money up front. And that can be really helpful to artists. But now, people know, and people have known that labels are corrupt, they steal from people, all that stuff. So I think the benefit of the algorithm is there's no cap on your success. It's really just however many people are on the platform. That's technically the amount of views that you can get for, at least for one specific thing. But I think there's definitely a lot of problems with social media. I am not a fan of social media, even though I use it. But I think it's appealing because you can just go as far as you can go, Like, as long as you are consistent in uploading, like, it can really go if you want it to. But also, you don't really have any say. So all you got to do is, you got to make sure you're enjoying what you're doing. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's another difference between the label and the algorithm is a label, you have like a boss who's like, you need to turn in an album by this date. And if you don't, then you're like, that's not what your contract says, all that stuff. But with the algorithm, you are your own boss. So you have to tell yourself that you have to upload every day or every other day or whatever, or else you're never going to grow, So I think overall being your own boss is definitely better. But, some people just don't have it in them to put in the work on their own. And I struggle with that myself. We're disconnected and isolated. Music is a scene dictated by a community. If we could actually connect with another, we could make an impact. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what I've been trying to do with my YouTube channel. Is just put the feelers out there, and whoever fucks with me can be part of my community, and then that's the community I have of artists. Because, I don't really have a in real life like music community right now. That's actually what my video this Sunday is about. That I watched a few courses about music business. It really opened my eyes. Yeah. I mean, I don't really know much about business in general, but I do feel like to succeed in the music business, you got to prioritize both. And I think it's hard for artists to kind of feel like you're putting things to the side for the sake of the business. Or at least, even if you're making the exact art you want to make, it can be hard to bring yourself to do other things, like make content or just promote yourself, or, try to network with people, however you want to define it. Not a lot of artists want to do that stuff. They want to have somebody else do the stuff. But it's kind of hard to, especially when you're starting out, you got to do everything yourself. I feel that with my ADHD and schizoaffective disorder, it's difficult to stay persistent with promo, but I'm around 2,500 beats since I started in 2012. Hell yeah. Yeah, and again, it really depends on what your goals are. Like, if you just want to make music, then you're very successful. One of the only differences today is that underground artists can become something big even without money-milking labels thanks to technology. Yeah, exactly. And that's what I was saying, is like, if you were one of the lucky... Okay, I'm using all these terms loosely. I'll do air quotes just to make sure you guys understand what I'm saying. If you were one of the lucky people to get signed to a major label back in the day, you got a lot of money up front. And, we talked about already, like, that obviously is different for everybody. And some people it didn't work out for them. But you at least are getting that money up front. You really have to believe in yourself and invest time, if you're an underground artist, to be successful. And a lot of people either don't believe in themselves or they don't want to do that. They want it to just be they want to be courted. A lot of artists want to be courted. They don't want to have to like look for people to fuck with them. They just want like they want someone to put them on a platform, and then that's where all their fans come from. But it's really hard to do that nowadays. You have to do everything yourself. No matter how much music you create, if you are not favored by the algorithm, you are lost in the ocean of arts. Yeah, and that's definitely true too. But I don't know. You know, I've noticed that a lot of people, it really depends on the platform too, you know? Like, I've never had anything pop off on Instagram ever in my life. I've had multiple different, you know, Instagram accounts. I've never had more than like 300 followers on Instagram. And I would post every day on different accounts. Get, you know, 100, 200 views a video. That's it, if I'm lucky. And then TikTok, you know, I'll reply to a comment on some random video and make a video replying, and it'll get like 700,000 views, you know? I didn't put any more effort into that video. If anything, I put less effort. But it's all about how you make people react, you know? And that's something that I've learned with like my recent videos, like the way I title them. It's because, you know, like some people think of it as clickbait, and that's, you know, it's totally fine if that's what you think. Like a lot of people probably don't watch them because of the title, but the way I see it is it's things that people feel. It's something that I think about, you know? Like, and a lot of people, when they click a video, they want somebody to have like this like super harsh opinion that's really like, you know, blah. Like they want it to be like emotional, and they want it to be intense, but not everything is like that. So in order to get people to listen, I've learned you kind of gotta pull them in a little bit. So there's never been a title on my video that is a lie. Everything that I title my videos as are things that I genuinely think, like, and I think other people also think. You know what I mean? And then once they're in, it's like a landmine of like nuance. It's like a nuanced landmine. You're expecting this hot take, and then it's like kind of like a balanced perspective. And I think that that's not really something that people do, at least that I've seen. So it seems to be working, but I don't know. I want to do other stuff too. This is just kind of like the realm I'm in right now. Damn, I got to catch up on chat. You guys are talking a lot. This is awesome. Instagram music. I mean, that's like, I don't even know what that is, to be honest. Like, in the history of art. Oh wait, what did you say? Okay. Wait, didn't I thought I? Oh yeah, look at fine art. It's been industrialized by the rich. That is definitely true. That's my day job, is working in fine art. I do like art shipping, and yeah, I mean, it's pretty much just helping rich people evade taxes. That's what fine art has become in the modern day. I don't know. Well, in the history of art, recognition in life, and relevance after death, things are mutually exclusive. Yeah. And, I mean, a lot of people... There was this quote that I heard. I forget where I heard it. It was like someone said it in a YouTube video. But and they were talking about, like, making videos or making art or whatever. And it's like, you're crazy until you're successful, and then you're a genius. So if you're doing something and no one's watching, then people think you're an idiot. Like, if you're doing some crazy shit and it's not successful, then, you know, people are going to think you're a fucking crazy weirdo. But if you do something crazy and then you succeed and people give you money or views, then everyone thinks you're a genius. So it's like, that's relevant to life and death, you know? Like, some people don't, you know, a lot of artists don't get their flowers until after they die. But, like, I don't know. What are you going to do to change that? You know what I mean? I don't know if there's a way to do anything different about that. It's just like human nature, probably. There's been a surge in underground house music on Instagram Reels. Not gonna lie, that shit is dope. Yeah, I guess my Reels algorithm is just different, because the only Instagram music I see is like people making stupid ass rap music that is like obviously not serious. It's like rage bait music. They're trying to like get people to comment because of how bad it is. Or I get a lot of like funny like DJ mashups, you know, like Kendrick Lamar, Not Like Us over fucking Steal My or that Smash Mouth song. You know what I mean? Like shit like that. That's what I see. What are the most helpful questions we should be asking ourselves to feel like our art matters? Do you like it? Does it make you feel good? Like when you listen to your music, are you like, fuck yeah, this shit is dope? If the answer is yes, then that's where it ends, I think. As far as like your own personal fulfillment. That's just my opinion. Okay. I noticed something cool the other day. I have around 50 monthly Spotify listeners. Hell yeah. And the fans also like Section Refresh and now shows other artists with the same amount of monthly listeners. I listened to the music and vibed very hard. Follow them on Instagram. We follow each other back. And I feel Spotify weirdly gave me a micro community by mistake. Yeah, that's dope. I mean, 50 monthly listeners doesn't sound like a lot, but for Spotify, that's actually pretty fucking good, man. So, hell yeah. Congratulations. I probably have like 0, literally. I just put my first new songs on DSPs like 2 weeks ago, so yeah. You rock with your shit. You also try to support everyone you know. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of... I made a video about this, but I kind of want to talk about it more with like, you know, supporting your friends and stuff like that. You know, I have friends that make music and I love it and I listen to it. But I also have friends that make music that I think is good, but it's just not necessarily like what I'm vibing with on a regular basis. So I don't listen to it regularly, but I still fuck with it. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I feel like I don't really care. I don't really care about that shit anymore, to be honest. Like, I put out music. Almost none of my friends in real life have listened to it or said anything about it. But then again, I hear through the grapevine that people, they watch my YouTube videos and then I don't even know that they watch them. So you never know who's listening. You never know who's watching. If anyone's part of the Discord, please share your work in progresses and content. Hell yeah. Discord is either on my YouTube channel. It might be in the description of the stream. If you make music and you want to share, you know, please, it's a really dope. I swear, I'm not trying to like self-promote. I really don't care if people join or not. I just think it's dope as hell. We have a really cool community, especially if you're an artist and you want feedback. I listen to everything that people post. You know, I try to get to it when I can because I really try to give it, you know, a proper listen. And I'm not like telling people what to change. I'm just giving them like my feedback. I didn't expect the algorithm to link and stuff like that. Is this a change other people have noticed? Not me personally. I think, luckily for me, everyone that I've found community with online has come to me through my YouTube channel. And most of it's all in Discord. Because it's kind of like, I don't really post like short form that much right now. I want to start doing it more. But it's kind of like people watch your short form content. That's where you find people. And then they watch like your long form videos or listen to your music, something like that. And then that's like another layer of like someone being interested in what you're doing. And then I think the next layer below that is probably like live streaming because it's not as accessible literally because it's not happening all the time. And you know, a lot of people don't like watching live streams. And then the next layer below that is Discord, at least for me. Like all the people that fuck with my shit the most end up in Discord, and then we all fuck with each other's shit. And it makes sense because it's like the people that care enough to want to be a part of this community, of course they're going to be of a similar mind to me and like the other people in the community. So it's really, I feel very, very lucky. I once saw a comment from a SB who said, make music you don't like and you'll get them money up or something like that. And that was the truest thing I've read in a minute. Well, I don't know. It really depends. I don't know if I really have the qualifications to comment on that and like have a real answer because I've never really made money from music. And anytime I did, it was for something that I didn't really want to be doing. So maybe you're right. But it's not like I didn't just sit down and be like, I'm going to make music I hate, and then it made money. I was like, someone asked me like, yo, can you make music for this? like a commercial or something, and I'd be like, yeah, and then I would make it. I'd be like, it's okay, and then I got paid. So YouTube itself is a graveyard of many great bands that could be great at their time. Yeah, I mean, I think it's hard to, you can't really blame the band or the listeners because it's like a multifaceted problem, you know? Because the band has to be putting effort into getting people to listen, and the listeners have to just listen, you know? So if you're not putting yourself in front of people that are going to like what you're doing, then no one's ever going to listen to your music. But that's very hard to do. It's not something that's easy to do. I'm very grateful that you don't mind me constantly sharing my stuff. Of course, man. You post a lot of cool stuff. And that's the thing. Everybody in the Discord has a different sound. Like, it's not like we all make the same music. Like, everybody has their own sound and their own, like, vibe and their own influences. And then we all kind of just, like, fuck with each other. I think that's really cool. I decided to make a channel just to share bands with the world. Nobody cares, but I'm not complaining. It's better to plant seeds than to let them rot in my archives. Yeah. I mean, again, if you enjoy doing that, that's what you should be doing. Because obviously if you're promoting like small unknown bands, you're not going to get a ton of views probably unless one of those bands blows up. But if you are enjoying doing that, then I think that's awesome and you should keep doing it. I was still the other day listening to your EP and the stereo engineering and production was trippy as fuck. I'm learning to put more effort into my stuff. It's funny that you say that because I listen to your stuff and I'm like, damn, I got to put more effort into my stuff. So I appreciate it though. All right, what up, SP Bo? Hello, Roro. Greetings from Greece. I really enjoy your content and your music. I just came to the live. I'm 28 years old. Do you believe I have a chance at this age to become a successful rapper? Yes, absolutely. I don't think age matters. There's a YouTuber named Hadji, Hadji. Here, I'll try to find him. He just made a video talking about this exact topic. It's something that I think about a lot. But I don't know. I just never like. He puts more effort into his videos than me. Like more research and more like, you know, editing and stuff like that. So he definitely made the video. Oh God, he definitely made a video that I couldn't make myself.
Try the double.
Jesus Christ, I'm on my account that has ads. Where? Here, I'm just gonna post this here. You guys can. I don't even care if you leave the stream and watch it. It's a really good video. If you're in your late 20s, early 30s, I would highly suggest watching this video. But yeah, I personally don't think age matters. I think as long as you're making stuff that's authentic, like if you're trying to keep up. Now listen. It really all depends. You know what I mean? You might get viewers that are like, you know, I don't know. It really all depends on what you're doing. But I don't think that age is relevant to success in art for the most part. That's just my opinion, though. Progressive rock couldn't be made without an eager audience. Yeah, and the other thing, too, is like things go through cycles, you know? Like there was a time where progressive rock was a prominent genre that a lot of people listened to because it was popular, but now that's not the case. So I don't know, you know, it really all depends. Wait, where YouTube is a graveyard? Yes, and that's sad and true. And every single artist, example, OF Dream was the only guy that he became popular. Same with X, same with Tupac. Nah, I don't know Off Dream, but X was definitely popular before he died, and so was Tupac. I think they got bigger after they died, maybe. But the other thing too is you never know. Like I'm not really into TikTok, but one thing that TikTok has showed us about music, there's songs that came out 30 years ago that never got a lot of popularity at the time, and then like 30 years later they're blowing up. You know what I mean? And now this artist is like known and like famous, you know? Damn. You guys are all joining the Discord. Hell yeah. Yeah, SP Bo. Just don't even worry about that. Because if you're thinking about, again, this is just my opinion. Everyone's going to be different. This is what I try to do. And everything I say in my videos and on this stream is things that I need to hear as much as whatever you guys are asking. This is all advice to myself as well, because I'm 33 and I'm still making music. I wouldn't say I'm pursuing a career in music, but I'm still making music. But if you're sitting at your computer and you're like, damn, should I even make this beat? Is there any point to making this? Am I even going to be successful? You won't be. You know? Like, because you're not going to enjoy what you're doing. You're not going to enjoy making the music. And even if you make something that you hate but other people like, you're not going to be able to keep doing that forever. You know? That's something I learned with like certain things throughout my career. Like different videos I've made, different songs I've made will get a ton of views. Like not like a lot. Some of them have like on TikTok and shit. But I'm like, I don't want to keep doing this video. I don't want to keep doing this style of content. So it doesn't even matter that it blew up because that's where it ends. You know? You got to just like, if you are making stuff that you like and you show it to people and you fully stand behind it and you're like, this is my shit, this is what I'm about, then anything that happens after that, it doesn't really matter because you don't have control of it anyway. You know? But if you do put something out that you love and you feel that way and it blows up, then you're going to feel even better because you're going to be like, I stuck to my vision, I believed in myself, and other people see it. You know? We could be gone any day, live authentically, hell yeah. I'm not complaining, the graveyard thing is a metaphor, and I like to discover the awesome music made in the past by unjustly forgotten bands that YouTube helps to preserve. Yeah, that's what I was saying before about like things, just because you put something out and it doesn't get popular right now, doesn't mean that it won't in the future, you know? So having YouTube is cool because like it's just there forever and unless somebody deletes it. I feel like I fall for that trap of needing my stuff to be financially viable, but I'm invested in my vision too. Yeah, and you know, there is a balance at times. It's all up to you. That's the thing. I was not let to enter the class in my college because I was 2 minutes late. I went back home and made a West Coast beat. I was like, damn, I got this free time. Let's try to cook. Damn, that's crazy that they didn't let you in for being 2 minutes late. Yeah, Outsider Music, Midnight Bandit. That's a really good example. You know, like, I'm a huge Daniel Johnston fan. Like, his music, I mean, you could say he made pop music, right? Like, he did make pop music. Like, it was very simple. It was catchy, but it was performed in a way that was like very different and very rough and very like outsider. But he had a huge successful career. You know what I mean? I don't know exactly how much money he made and stuff like that, but he was very respected and well known while he was here, you know? True love will find you in the end. Yeah. I've always wanted to cover that song, but I feel like I can't do it justice. It's just like, I just need to appreciate it for what it is. Yeah. But damn, you guys are killing it so far. Thank you for all of your insight and your messages. This is making this very easy. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, what do you guys think about like the current state of music streaming and Spotify and even like Bandcamp and stuff? Like, do you think there's ever going to be another era where people are paying for music? Like, to the point where you can, like, make money off of that? Because if you, like, are really popping and you're consistently getting lots of plays, you absolutely can make a living wage from streaming. But you have to be, like, consistent and putting out stuff that people are listening to. Obviously, that's not easy to do. But I don't know. I feel like, see, it's different for me because I'm not trying to have a career in music. I don't want to ever have to do things related to music in order to survive. You know, like, I like to be home. I would never want to have to tour to make money. That would be horrible. I live in a rural area and learn a lot with nature, birds singing because they have to sing. So I make music because I have to. Yes. That is such a good way to put it. Because people, I've said this before too, people forget music is art. And art is just a form of self-expression that humans make. You know? That's really all it is. And then we've turned it into something else that's like for profit or for whatever. We're so deep into niches that everyone's music is different, but I would have to say being comfortable with uncertainty is paramount. Yeah. Definitely. And I think it's a lot easier to be uncomfortable. Sorry. It's a lot easier to be comfortable with uncertainty in your art if your life is a little bit more comfortable. You know? Like I have a day job. You know, I don't make anywhere near a living wage from music or YouTube or anything. But that's fine. You know what I mean? Like, I found a job that I don't hate. It works for my lifestyle. And I don't have any plans to not have this job. Like, I'm going to keep this job as long as I possibly can because it's paying all my bills. And it's allowing me to live the life that I'm living. So I don't care what happens with my music anymore. I don't care what happens with my YouTube channel. I mean, I care, but it's not something that I'm like needing to succeed in order for me to like be okay. You know? Like I'm just doing my thing. I'm just doing whatever I want because I know it doesn't matter if it fails. You know? And that, in a way, that's a luxury. Sometimes just making music, sitting with effects and sounds can be the equivalent of going for a run. Yeah, I mean, I don't know exactly what you're talking about, but as far as like mental positive energy, I definitely agree with that. Like a lot of times when I go to make music, I have sort of like a general idea. But like I made some music with my partner recently. It's just like this weird ambient music. And we literally had no plan. We were just fucking around with sounds. I was basically teaching her how to use Ableton. And we made this like 7-minute long ambient track that sounds crazy. And I listened to it. I'm like, I don't even know how I made this. And at the time, it was so much fun. It was way more fun than just like making a beat that I'm going to maybe sing on. So I think you're totally right with that. Turning knobs, moving stuff around. Oh my God, it's so fun. I don't really know if I should post everything I create, even though I don't really feel like it's well made. For example, every beat or full song I made. Any thoughts or advice? I mean, I personally only put out like probably less than 10% of the stuff that I make. Just because it takes me a while to make something that I'm like, I love this. So again, it really depends on your goal. Like if you're making type beats on YouTube, then you should be uploading almost every day. It really doesn't matter if you like it or not. As long as it sounds like what you're trying to do, then just upload it. But if you're like making stuff and it's like self-expression and it's like there's no outside reason to put it out, then just wait until you're happy with it and then just put it out when you feel like you're ready. I mean, it really depends on what you're doing though. That's just my opinion. I really am conscientious, but my mental illness gets in the way. I genuinely want to contribute. Yeah, man. We don't have the same mental health problems, but I've dealt with a ton of mental health issues myself. Luckily, I've had lots of therapy. I've had lots of time to work through shit and heal. So I'm at a place now where I feel like I'm pretty good. I'm almost in like remission with some of my shit. I mean, trust me, I'm not perfect. I have horrible days still. Like my panic disorder is really, really bad still. But I've had that for my whole life, so I don't even consider it. Like I don't even think about it anymore. I just know how to power through it. But yeah, man. I mean, a lot of the reason why I took so long to like pursue what I'm doing now even is because of mental illness. You know, like when I was younger, I was all fucked up. I was making music, I was doing shit, but I was like not in a good headspace at all to be putting myself out there into the world. So I had to take a step back for years. And then once I started doing YouTube, I was like, man, I felt like this is what it felt right. So that helped a lot too, is having an outlet that I consistently feed that helps me. So I think you have that though, Midnight Bandit, as far as I can tell. I don't want to speak on your behalf, but You make a ton of shit, you put out a ton of shit. So I'm sure you feel fulfilled in that way at least. I love small community. Sorry, you guys are giving me a lot of good stuff to work with, so I'm having a hard time catching up on chat, but I appreciate you guys being patient. I love small communities, man. Me too. I love this shit so much. You guys are all fucking awesome. You sparked a lot of meaningful conversation. That's huge. I'm having a lot of fun. Hell yeah, man. Yeah, every time I stream, I always say I want to stream more, and then I don't stream for months because I get scared. I'm always like, no one's going to come. I have nothing to say, but I always have something to say, and someone always shows up. So you want to learn how to use Ableton. You make Logic. It's kind of hard with the volume. I don't know what you mean by the volume, but I started in Logic. Well, I guess technically I started in Fruity Loops, and then I used GarageBand, and then I used Logic, and then I used Ableton. And I've been in Ableton since 2011, 2012. By 2012, I was only using Ableton. So I've been using Ableton for, holy shit, 14 years? What the fuck, dude? I don't have Spotify, I must confess. I still buy CDs. I don't believe in streaming. It's too immaterial to my taste. Mad respect. I would love to put out CDs when I have an album. I probably will, but I don't have an album yet, so I respect that, though. Music is just, I need it in my life, so I have to have streaming. But I have Tidal, because Tidal actually pays artists better a little bit. Whoever your top streamed artist for the month is, they get 10% of your subscription cost. That's pretty good. It doesn't seem like a lot, but I like Tidal because I feel like, as far as I know, it's a little bit more like morally sound than the rest of them. But again, that's just me. You're killing it. Thank you, Calvin. Thank you. Ice Blue, of course. I'll give you anyone. Again, these are all just my opinions. This is just my perspective. I wouldn't say I'm qualified to give like advice. All I can really do is give perspective. But sometimes that's all you need, just to, set you on a different path. I guess it's good to acknowledge any progress. Perfectionism is a curse. Absolutely. Perfectionism is a curse. Nothing's perfect. Done is better than perfect. Yeah, exactly. Done is better than perfect. Because you just got to keep moving, Deciding when you're done is up to you, but, eventually you have to finish it. It's like the video. I keep referencing my own videos, which I feel stupid, but, I'm streaming. It is what it is. It's like the video I made about abandoning your art. It's like it gets to a point where you have to just move on. Your song Flowers is such a vibe, my friend. Thank you. I love that song. That's probably one of my favorite, rap songs that I've ever made. So I was really happy to get it out into the world. Yeah. A lot of great records were made with the worst equipment in the worst circumstances. Yeah, one I always think about is Rage Against the Machine, The Battle of Los Angeles. I think that's the album where they won their first Grammy. Maybe it was their first album. I can't remember. But apparently they recorded it with a $50 little combo amp. And it was like a shitty-ass amp. Didn't matter. They got a Grammy. I bought an old MP3 player and have a bunch of CDs. Dude, the nostalgia. Yeah, I've been getting some CDs more often recently because my partner's car has a CD player in it. So sometimes when we drive around, we'll listen to CDs. I will say the quality is so much better on a CD than just streaming it off your phone. So that's another benefit. I got some burnt CDs I was looking through yesterday. That Waka Flocka CD, scratch the fuck up. Oh my god, dude, I miss having did you guys ever have a book of CDs that you would keep in your car? I don't know how old you guys are, but when I was a kid and I first started driving, there wasn't an easy way to hook up MP3 players and stuff to the car. So I had this big book of CDs that I would just keep in my back seat and just switch them out all the time. Burn CDs. Dude, I was making mix. I remember my friend, holy shit. This was 2003 probably. My friend had a Dell PC with a CD burner. And I was like, what? That blew my mind that you could make a playlist and then burn it to a CD and then I just have the CD. That was crazy, dude. I miss those days. Now you just make a playlist. So it's Not as exciting. Ordered a Canon printer that prints on CDs to share my mixtape. Oh, at first I was like, "What are you talking about?" But like the image on the CD, that's really sick, dude. I love Waka Flocka. Holy shit, Flockavelli, that album, huge, huge, so fucking good. I just use GarageBand on my iPad to make all my beats, and then I master them on BandLab. Bro, whatever that, if it works, it works. If you're enjoying yourself, that's fucking sick. I mean, dude, mad people use BandLab and they're like decently popping. So it doesn't matter what you use. As long as it comes out good and you like it, that's all that matters. I feel like I'm repeating myself a lot, but that's just what I think. What's your opinion on listening to bass music without actually using a subwoofer? I mean, I don't know. Dubstep on a phone is a sad situation, I guess, but I think if the song, it really depends, but I think if a song is good enough, then if there's no bass, it's still going to be like enjoyable to listen to. You know what I mean? But obviously like having bass is a huge part of bass music. So it's, see, my whole thing too is like, I don't like when something is not accessible, you know, like, I think that's why I don't like certain types of music really, or like certain ways of making music or certain ways of mastering, mixing, is because it's like, if you need to spend a bunch of money to enjoy something fully, I don't really fuck with that. Like, I'm not saying that, you know, you're breaking the bank buying a subwoofer, but even like in headphones, it's going to sound pretty good, you know? Yeah, heavy bass is dope. Flockavelli, dude. Oh my God, I love that album. Do you feel that after 2020 with the COVID stuff, the whole vibe changed in the world? Also, music inspiration changed, or is it just me? 100%. Absolutely. My music stopped. I'll just play it from the top again. Yeah, 100%, dude. I think there's no way that it couldn't. Like, you know, whatever. I know people believe different things, whatever, but like, just the impact it had on the world. Of course, it's going to change people's perspectives, you know? I think that's why a lot of people started streaming or started, like, you know, making content or making music, is because they had time. So, yeah, it definitely changed everything, for sure. Can't enjoy yacht music without a yacht. Hell yeah. Do you want to step into the sample-based music legitimacy, or is that a given? What do you mean? What do you mean by that exactly? Like, do I think sample-based music is legitimate? Hell yeah, obviously. Again, it's all preference. It's all what you want to make. Like, when I first started making beats, well, when I first was like serious about making beats, every beat I made had vinyl samples on it. I wouldn't sample from anything. I wouldn't I barely played my own stuff, even though I have like a background in making music. I used to just only sample from vinyl because I needed that sound of like the vinyl crackle and like the, you know, it was just part of what made me enjoy making beats. So, but yeah, obviously sampling is an art form in itself. It's not as easy as people make it out to be to do it well. But I do think that, you know, it's not as accessible as it once was, because it's harder to sample vinyl than it is to just play your own keys and Fruity Loops or whatever. So yeah, again, it's a matter of accessibility. Back in the day, everybody had record collections. So if you're a producer and you have an MPC, then you don't have to go anywhere necessarily. You don't even have to like dig for records. You can just go to your collection or your parents' collection and just sample shit into your MPC. That's not really the case anymore. So yeah. I'm not a fan of how streaming platforms shuffle and autoplay prop up bigger artists by playing their shit more. Yeah, I agree with that. There's certain songs that I'll listen to, and then it'll start like a radio of, like, you know, the song or whatever, And there's certain artists where they always play the same songs after, and it really bothers me. So I agree. What's your take about AI music? I would say it's nuanced. I think it's good and bad. Depends on how you look at it. I think it's inevitable. It's gonna become more and more prevalent. I don't think that it's a problem if you're like using it as reference material to make your music, almost like mock-ups. I feel the same way about like visual arts too. Like if you're using AI to make like mock-ups, I think that's totally fine. Even like JPEG Mafia on his new album, he he used AI to take a Future song and make it sound like an old doo-wop song, and then he sampled it. And I think that's really cool. I think that's probably the most creative use of AI I've heard so far. But what I don't like about AI is like there's going to be, it's already happening, but it's going to be more and more prevalent where there's like bands that come out or artists that come out that people like, and they don't even know that it's AI, and then later they find out that it's AI. I don't like, because there's artists like what's her name, Yami. You guys know Yami. She's like not a real artist. She's like it's like the Gorillas or whatever. That is dope because that's a human is making that. So my perspective with AI music is if you want to use it, that's fine. But like, I want my music to stand out as being made by a human. Like, I don't want to make as computery fake stuff anymore. There was a time that I did, but now I want my music to sound like a human made it, so that it's undeniable, because that's what's going to make it stand out in the future. When it's going to get to a point where average casual music listeners are not even going to care if it's AI. They're just going to listen to it if they like it, and that's fine. It is what it is. There's nothing we can do about that, but I personally don't like that. Finding bizarre stuff to sample on YouTube is fun. Hell yeah. Done that many times. All right, Calvin. When releasing and announcing new music, what's your take on self-promoting and trying to neither underplay it or spam people? I don't know if I'm the right person to ask about this because I don't really do much promotion of my music. I kind of just put it out and hope people find it. My most recent music video I posted in like some other Discord servers of like other music servers. But like, I don't know. Yeah, I don't really have a good perspective because I don't really promote my music. I've never paid for promotion. I've never like asked anybody to repost my music. I've never really done that. So I don't know. I guess that could be why I've never really succeeded with music and why I don't really get that many views on my music, because I don't promote it. But I don't know. That's just where I'm at. That's the benefit of algorithms, is you don't really have to think about it. You just have to post. And as long as you're posting, eventually someone's going to watch it, if it's good. I just sampled the Chocolate River part in Willy Wonka as one of my intro tracks. It's on BandLab. Illy Wonka. Hell yeah. I fuck with that. I found a video with literal mushrooms hooked up to diodes playing a piano and sampled it. Dude, that's some John Cage shit. So that's what that sounds like to me. Yo, what's good, Jazz? Thanks for coming through, man. Good to see you. Thanks for pulling up to the stream. You just made a beat with a cajon being played with brushes. Damn, you got a cajon? That's sick. I wish I had one. Those are so fun. Humans add a spiritual element to music that can't be replicated. Yes, I agree. Even if you're using a computer to make music, you're still inputting human spirit into the computer. That's my opinion. And that's the thing, is like, it's every time something new comes out, there's always going to be a huge group of people that don't fuck with it just inherently by principle. Like autotune. Everyone's like, oh, people that use autotune can't sing. But a lot of people using autotune were like, yeah, I'm not trying to be like a famous singer. I'm trying to make creative art, you know? Like, T-Pain is obviously the autotune god, but he can actually sing. That was a creative choice for him using autotune. Especially nowadays, most people are not using autotune because they want people to think that they're a good singer. They're using autotune because it's a creative choice for them to use it. It's fitting of the style of the music that they're making. Same thing with like electric guitar. Like when Bob Dylan went from acoustic to electric, everybody lost their fucking minds. But it's like, that sounds so stupid now, right? You know? Or like when recorded music first became a thing, people were like, oh, recorded music is going to kill the live music industry because no one's going to want to go to shows anymore. Everyone's just going to want to stay home and listen to music. Clearly that was not the case. So I think there's a lot of that with AI where people are just afraid of it. I mean, I don't blame them. It is weird and scary, but like, you know, everybody in here still wants to consume art that is made by humans. So as long as that need exists, AI is not going to ever like defeat it. You know, there's always going to be people that want art that's made by people. I can't even believe this is a relevant conversation in this world, but like, that's how it is, you know? I hate AI music, not because it's not nice, but because I know that no one made it. Like, there's no struggle behind it. That makes it not interesting to me. That applies to drawings, too. Yeah, I can see that. I don't know if I would personally put it as, like, a struggle, because I don't necessarily think that you have to struggle to make good art. But I do agree with what you're saying. Like, baseline, I agree with what you're saying. I think if your intention is in good faith, then it's all good. Yeah, I think with art, that's probably the case. I don't know if that's the case with, like, everything. But when it comes to art, I think that's probably true. I think AI music is better than the ultra-processed, auto-tuned to death and soulless music made by some mainstream artists. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Everybody's going to have their own opinion. Like, there was a time where auto-tune and, like, computer beats were, like, almost against the grain, and it was, like, interesting to hear. This is just my opinion. It was interesting to hear artists make music that almost sounds like it wasn't made by a human. But now, in the context of like modern day with AI and stuff, like that to me is not as interesting. And also, that style of music is very popular. There was a time where it wasn't. You know? All right, see you later, Aldo. Thanks for coming through the stream, man. I appreciate your insights as well. Hope you enjoyed. I think that sweat equity is real, but we should all have a voice and be heard if it blows up outside of our control. I don't know what you mean by sweat equity exactly. Is it like the amount of effort you're putting into it, or was it a typo? I just want to make sure I'm not like reading into something that's not there. Perhaps because we're not confined by the rules of a label, we should try to be as honest and as vulnerable as possible. If you want to be, you know? Like, some people can make a character. Yeah, okay. That's kind of what I thought, but I wasn't sure. I don't know, man. I go back and forth about this type of stuff all the time. Because my initial reaction is like, just because you put effort into it doesn't make it good. You know? I don't think effort in itself should be rewarded. The only way that effort should be rewarding is internally. Inherently. When it comes to art. If you're making art and music and you're putting in a lot of effort, then you should feel good about that. But I don't think just because you, like, you can say, you can apply this to, like, you know, like someone brought up, like, prog rock before. You know, like, to write a progressive rock song takes longer. All right, by and large, writing a prog rock song takes a lot more effort and time than writing a rap song. At least like a modern freestyle punch-in style rap song with autotune. It just inherently is going to take longer. There's complex time signatures. There's all this other stuff that you got to think about. You got to have a band practice it and perform it. But that doesn't mean that that song should be more popular because it took more time. You know what I mean? So it's like, that's where it gets tricky. Hey, yo, what up? I Flow Sane. Started watching your channel like a month ago, and the mixing advice helped a lot for real. I was spending hella time trying to perfect it, not realizing it was good enough. yeah, I'm glad that you got that from Matt. That's really all. Honestly, that video specifically, I didn't think was going to be as controversial as it was. But all I was really trying to say in that video is like, just make music. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of the people that were upset about that are like engineers or like industry type people that are like, well, it has to, sound like this or sound like this. Yo, Midnight, you're good. Don't even worry about it, bro. This is a live stream. That's what we're here for. You know what I mean? But I think a big part of my main message currently with my channel is I just want people to make music that they like. Not even music, just art. I mean, I make music, so that's what I talk about mostly. But there's so many blocks that we put in our head as to why we can't make something or why it's not good enough or why you shouldn't do it or why you need to do it differently. And I think it's all mostly bullshit, Like, if you're trying to get a song to be on top 40 radio, then yeah, there's a lot of rules you're going to have to follow as far as composition and mixing and mastering and promotion and all that stuff. But if you're just making music primarily for yourself and because you enjoy it, you should not be worried about the mix and the master as much as most people do. If you think it sounds good, then it's done. Like, that's how I see it genuinely. But I think a lot of people took that and simplified it and didn't even really listen to what I was saying and thought I was saying, like, record everything and then you're done. It's like, no. There's not a set way that it has to be done. You should do it so that you think it sounds good. And if you think it sounds good, then it's done. That's all I was really trying to say with that video. You weren't even trying to be controversial, yet you popped off. Yeah, I don't know. I think... Okay, I guess you could say that I did know that the title would upset people. And that's why I titled it the way I did. Because, like, all right. The video's called You Don't Need to Mix Your Music. That is quite a statement. If I said, like... If the title was, like... Mixing music is different than you think, maybe it would have got some views, but it wouldn't have got as many views. And if I just titled it How I Mix My Music, no one would have watched it. So it's all about just getting people's attention. And then once you have their attention, then you can give your nuanced opinion. That's kind of how I'm trying to go about it. But I want to do different stuff with my channel. It's not going to be just this forever. This is just what I'm doing right now. I've had different phases with my channel already. Most people, I guess, just know this current one. But yeah, paradigms are meant to be broken. Yeah, and that's like... Yeah, I'm going to kind of combine that with this next one. Agreed. I feel like the art of making music itself is more important to me than the reception it gets. If it's meant to blow up, then it does. If not, then whatever. That's my mindset. Yeah, exactly. Because you don't have control of what happens after you make the art, You can try your best to promote it and all that stuff, but if people don't fuck with it and they don't connect with it, then they're not going to continue to listen, But yeah, Zub, I don't know how to say your name. I'll just say Zubri Kai. Zubricky. Whatever. Zuber Icky. When I first started my channel, it was not about music. 3.5 years ago, it was just about like mental health and stuff. Honestly, that's what mostly my videos are about. If you go to my channel and go to the oldest ones, a lot of them are not even about music. But then I would make something that was like related to music and it would get a bunch of views, or like more views than normal. But I didn't want to be a part of like the music producer YouTube scene because I thought it was very like narrow, and I wanted to appeal to people that aren't just like looking for new plugins to use in fucking Pro Tools, like I feel like that realm of people, it's good for certain things. I'm not like discounting it. I just didn't want to put myself in that if I could help it, But I think what I've learned is I'm I'm trying to just give my opinion, and it seems like my opinion is not in line with what most people in that realm think. So if I have to be like the heel for the music producer community on YouTube, I'm fine with that. I just want people to not think so rigidly about art, because art is fucking, it's art. It's not, it doesn't have to be anything. It's whatever you want it to be. So just make shit that you like. It's so hard to make something that you like, and it shouldn't be. You know what I mean? Like, it should be easy to just make art that you like, but for some reason we put all these rules and regulations on our own brain, and that makes it harder. And that's all I'm trying to do with my channel right now, is just kind of shake people out of that and remind people that it's art and it's what you want it to be. If you made it, it's good. If you like it, then it's a success, you know? Where are we? I found that people who need genuine friends in my community, I try to empower them. They mean everything to me, and I wish I had people who cared when I was alone. Yeah, man. Community's tough. Having friends is tough, especially with like mental health shit, man. Like, I've burned a lot of bridges because of my mental health issues, and I'm very lucky that the people that I still have in my life stuck around, because they did not have to do that. I don't want to get into that right now, though. Do you believe that art can be harmful, like the vibrations or the colors are dark and they affect badly the receptor? I get what you're saying. I don't know. My initial reaction is yes, but my honest response is I don't know. I do think it's probably more harmful from like a conceptual level, but I also don't think like people say like rap music makes people violent. I don't think that's true. I think it probably is true sometimes, but I don't think it's like by and large a fact. You know what I mean? I do think, you know, everything's frequency. Music is a frequency. So if there's certain frequencies that are hitting you that don't resonate with you, then yeah, maybe that can be harmful. But I don't think, because the way I see it is like, we're all physically made up of, everything's frequencies, and we're all physically different. So different things are going to resonate with different people. So one frequency or song that is hitting you, it might hit you in a different way than it hits somebody else. So I don't think it's something that can be like a blanket yes or no. But probably, I think art, conceptually, I think it can be harmful. And I do think that probably the frequencies themselves can probably be harmful. But I don't know enough to keep talking about that. A badly mixed song is better than a non-existent song. Yeah. I think some like serious music engineers would probably disagree with you, but fuck them. Nah, I'm just kidding. I have friends that are like really good engineers, but they agree with me, you know? I hear this stuff in the music production channel and y'all making good stuff. Hell yeah, Jazz. That's so cool, man. Because that's like, I know you're an artist, so you understand art, but like you're not like making music and posting it and stuff. So it's cool that you listen and it's cool that you like it. I really appreciate that. One of the most harmful things is excess, moderation, and self-care are important. Even if my art were to be mediocre, if I'm someone who is admirable for the right reasons, then that really elevates the art itself. Yeah, I think you're spot on. And that's kind of what I learned. Like, again, I can only speak from my perspective, but in my real life, people never came to me for my music necessarily. They came to me for like my perspective. So I think I learned that in order for people to like fully appreciate my music, they have to like know me a little bit. But I could be wrong. My hot take is Yeet is better than Cardi. Yo, what's up? Skihex? I mean, I agree. I definitely listen to Yeet more than I listen to Playboi Carti. Dude, I want to make a video about Playboi Carti. I might do that soon. Apparently his album is supposed to drop tomorrow. I have so many opinions about Playboi Carti's fans. Baby Santana when he was 13 was better than Drake. Damn. Wait, Baby Santana, that's the dude that just goes by Tana now, right? Yeah. I don't know about better than Drake. Maybe when Drake was 13, but I mean, come on. I'm not like Team Drake, but that's crazy. I don't know if I can get behind that. Baby Santana when he was 13 was probably better than Drake when he was 13. I can agree with that. But better than Drake overall, come on. Come on, bro. People in a harmful mood will seek music that fits that feel. I don't think it works the other way around. After all, no one became a plumber because of Super Mario. I'm dead. Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right. And I think that's like, listen, I'd be lying if I said there was a time where I was listening to Future and I was like, damn, I could really go for a cup of lean right now. Like, or I'm listening to like Lucky and I'm like, man, I wish I had more fucking pills to take. Or like, I'll watch a music video, someone smoking a backwood. I'm like, damn, I'm gonna go smoke a backwood. Like, yeah, that is true. I think if people completely disregard that, they're just lying. But I don't think it's like rap music makes people violent, like boomer type shit. Video games make people violent. Like, that is by and large not true. People that are already in those situations are going to music for an outlet. You're right. Nah, dude, if that's your opinion, stand behind that shit. I don't want to hear no just playing. No, I'm just fucking around. I became really fast because of Sonic 2. Damn, I wish. Dude, going around those loops? Holy shit. I liked Drake until Nothing Was the Same. He had amazing vibes. That's interesting, because Nothing Was the Same is my favorite Drake album. I think that's his best album. That album and Take Care, I think, are his best albums. I think once, was it Views? I think Views is when I lost interest. Once he did Hotline Bling, which is like, I mean, that song is amazing. It's very catchy. It's very, it went viral. But I think once he was like in the realm where he's like, I'm a meme, I kind of lost interest. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. That was his last best album. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, that album's amazing. I mean, again, I'm definitely Team Kendrick overall. But Drake has amazing music. No one can deny that. Again, I'm not listening to his shit now. I'm not interested in what he's doing now, personally. But, I mean, it's fucking Drake, man. You know what I mean? Like, what? So Far Gone is very good, too. Yeah. So Far Gone... I'm not trying to be like a Drake hipster, but I was like... I remember when So Far Gone came out. Like, I remember listening to that song Fireworks for the first time and being like, damn, this is going to be a big album. Like, you could just tell, you know? I didn't have much connection with that guy. I'm opposed to commercial rap. That's totally fair. I mean, it is... That's the thing. Like, Bryce interlude. Dude. Fuck yeah. Del the Funky Homo Sapiens, my kind of jam. I get it. I respect it. But I'm absolutely putting on Drake before I'm putting on Del the Funky Homo Sapien. That's just my opinion. I like the more like kind of abstract rap, I guess you could say. Like, one of my good friends is this dude Steel Tip Dove. I used to live in the same building as him when we lived in Brooklyn, and he records a lot of very well-known, legendary underground rappers, produces for them, stuff that I wouldn't make on my own. But being in the studio with some of those dudes, I was like, holy shit, this is some good shit. Some really fucking good rappers that make like weird ass shit, but they put a lot of effort and heart into their bars. I try to I don't know. I try to fall in the middle, kinda, where I'm like, I'm not trying to be like a lyrical miracle rapper, but I'm also like not trying to not care either. Like, it used to be cool, like 2014, 2017, 18. It was like cool to not care about being a good rapper. You know what I mean? Like SoundCloud era, like Lil Yachty, Lil Uzi Vert, all that shit. It was like cool to like almost be like a bad rapper. But it's crazy now. If you go back and listen to like Chief Keef's first album, it almost sounds like it's like amazing. Or even like Flockavelli. We were talking about Waka Flocka before. When that album came out in 2010, it was like people called it like ignorant because it was simple, it was repetitive. But compared to like a lot of music now, like there was way more effort put into those lyrics and bars and flows and stuff than there is now. You know? But it's all just timing. It's all just different. It depends on what people want and what people are making. You know what I mean? All right. It challenges my lyricism. I'm just into stuff that's dense with poetry. I also love Eiffel 65. It's just whatever I feel at the moment. Yeah. When I first started rapping, I was definitely... I mean, I was like very like Aesop Rock pilled. So I was like, everything I say has to be like double meaning, abstract, or like I would never want to say anything too direct because I thought it was cooler if people like figured out what I was trying to say. So I definitely feel that, but it doesn't bring me as much fulfillment as it once did. Also, Eiffel 65 is the first CD I ever bought as a kid. So that's yeah. Rap is cool. Hell yeah, rap is cool. What do you guys think? Should I make a beat? Should we play some... I don't know if you guys fuck with Balatro. It's this game that I like playing. It's like a weird card game just to have going in the background. Or, I mean, we can just keep doing this too. Whatever you guys want. I'm trying to think if I have like any like specific things that I wanted to talk about. I probably should have thought of that before I started streaming, but damn, we've been going for an hour 15 and I haven't stopped talking once. So it's pretty sick. I appreciate you guys pulling up. It means a lot. I mean, all the support I've been getting on my channel is fucking amazing. Like I'm somebody who has been doing creative stuff my whole life, but I've been like pursuing a career, like a creative career for a while, for a very long time. And you know, nothing's even gotten close to what I have on this channel now, so it really means a lot. I'm gonna go make a beat. Hope you have a good stream. See you in Discord. Hell yeah. Thanks for pulling up, man. If you want to post what you make in the Discord, please feel free. I can't wait to hear it. I don't know. I'm not really feeling like... Maybe I'll just play Balatro for a bit. I don't know if I want to make a beat right now. I'm working on a score for a feature film, which is pretty sick. So that's been taking up a lot of my like creative juices lately. You were doing something right, my friend. That's why we thank you too. Hell yeah, that really means a lot, bro. SP Bo. Yeah, I mean, it's all kind of in line with what I've been saying this whole stream. Like, I think about what I'm doing now from the perspective of I want people to connect with me and not just something else. So like my hope is that I just say what I think and then people that like it will find it. And so far it seems to be working. So have you heard Dee Dee Ramone's rap album? If so, do you like it? I haven't heard it. To be completely honest, I'm not the biggest fan of the Ramones. But I'm interested now. I didn't even know he made a rap album. I don't know. I'm not really that into punk music. Like, it's just conceptually I like it, but like the only like punk band that I really like is probably Bad Brains. And even Bad Brains is like, they're not just a punk band. You know, they have like elements of like metal and thrash and like reggae and shit. But just like straight up punk music, something about it just doesn't really like click with me. I'm not really sure why, to be honest. It's just like, I don't know. Something about it it's just not for me. Well, got this going. Whoa. What happened? Why is there no sound? I don't know if you guys fuck with this game or not, but why does that keep happening? All right. Let me get some. Why is there no sound? You guys don't hear the music, right? I don't know why it's not playing. Hold up. Yeah, I don't know. Guess I'll just put some music back on. What should I play? Damn. Throw this on. Nope, that's not there. Fuck. Start this over, I guess. Damn, now nothing is working. Can you guys hear me? Oh, there we go. Yeah, this game is mad fucking addicting, dude. What is going on? This is like not working. Like my mouse is moving on the screen, but you can't see what I'm doing. It's like frozen. It's weird. From my perspective, you make very specific videos for a specific audience. The video that made me a subscriber is the one about you don't need to mix the song. It was something I was wondering. Yeah, that's interesting. I guess you could say it's like niche. I don't know. But again, it's like I was all ears. That video felt like home. Hell yeah. Well, that means a lot. Sorry, I just burped. That was disgusting. But it's kind of what I was saying before. Like, I don't necessarily want, like, I'm not making videos for a specific group of people. I probably should think about that more if I want to be successful on YouTube. But I really try to come at it from the perspective of like just something that has been on my mind that I feel compelled to talk about publicly. And that's part of why I don't edit my videos, because I want my videos to be as honest of a depiction of what I'm talking about as possible. So the best way to do that is to just talk, you know? And I don't have a problem with just talking. I think, first of all, I'm just a natural born yapper. So that definitely helps with like talking, you know? And I used to stream a lot actually for a year. I would stream on Twitch before I even started making YouTube videos. So I have lots of experience live streaming. So that got me comfortable talking on camera, like with a recording and stuff. And I'm just very passionate about things I think about, even if it's just like something about music or like mixing, and it's like simple, you know, like I'm just a very passionate person. So it's pretty easy for me to like just kind of go on about shit that but I don't, and that's why, I don't know. I'm always just going to make what I want to make. It's really that simple. And if people like it, that's cool. And some of the videos I've been doing lately, people seem to like it. So it's pretty cool. Maybe I'll get this guitar going. Let's give that a shot. Damn it. I think it just lightninged outside. Did you guys see that flash? Ooh, that sounds cool. Ooh, I just heard thunder. Okay, there's gonna be a little hiss because I got this going now. Oh my god, it's loud. Why is it so loud? So what you talk about is out of the norm, you just do you, but I think everyone has some beliefs or ideas that are out of the box, and you talk yours. That's very nice. Thank you, man. Yeah, I think, like I said, like, the way I think about it is if I think something, somebody else probably also thinks it, you know? I don't feel as, like, alone in my thoughts as I used to. So I'm like, I might as well just talk about it. Hell yeah, man. That really means a lot. Because I really, like I said, I'm not, like, I could put more effort into my videos. Like, I could edit them. I could, like, do research and shit. But that's just not, like, I've tried. It's not fun for me to do that. So I just do what I think is fun. And if people like that, then that's a bonus. And it seems like people do. So it's a pretty good fucking bonus. Dude, this is so loud. My setup is pretty janky. I've had the same setup for so fucking long. I just never improved it. Jesus. Something's off with my setup right now. Can't quite figure it out. Wait, maybe can I? My camera's a little high. I wonder if I can drag it down. Oh yeah, look at that. I don't have it on AI tracking anymore, but one cool thing is I can just do that. You know? Like, just be like, boom. I don't know what to play right now. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I really wanted to play fucking Balatro, but I don't know why it wasn't working. And I'm like, I have the guitar, but I'm not really trying to play it right now. Well. See if I can get it going again. Do 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 do. Bo blue do do. Why is this not working? Something's off with my computer right now. Yeah, why does that keep happening? Let me just keep going. See if it. Okay. Well, this is better than before. Before it wasn't working at all. I don't really have any other music to play right now. Okay. This is actually, I've been playing on Switch forever. So I haven't played on computer. So let's give it a shot. I was thinking maybe one day I will send you through email my rap vocals with some drums behind, and you can add some chords or something to make a song. Dude, hell yeah. I mean, no pressure, but if I don't know if you're in the Discord or not, but I would definitely recommend jumping in the Discord. And, you know, again, it's up to you if you want to post or whatever, but lots of people posting stuff all the time in Discord, just sharing stuff they're working on. So that would be my first recommendation. Oh, damn. I don't know if you guys heard or saw that, but that was a crazy thunder. Ooh, it's loud as hell. It is dumping out right now. Fuck. Yo, how crazy would it be if my power went out while I'm streaming? Yeah, I mean, I will say I'm not usually like, I usually don't really collab with people, to be honest. Not because I don't like people's music, but it's because I'm just selfish. And I usually, if I don't feel like fully inspired, I don't really like working on stuff anymore. But with that said, it's not always the case. So but I mean, sorry, I'm saying that to also say whether I work on something or not, I'm sure there's people in the Discord that would be more than down to either work with you or at least like hear what you're doing, you know? That's a huge thing I like about the Discord, is just like just giving people a space to kind of figure some shit out, you know, like. And sometimes, you know, sometimes people, you know, there's never any like beef. Like, everyone just likes music. Everyone just likes art. So that makes it really easy to kind of navigate, you know? Okay. Let's just keep going. Discard 2 random cards. Put okay. Don't care. But yeah, I mean, anything you send me, I will listen to. Anything that that is posted in the music production section of the Discord, I eventually will listen to it because I love hearing what people make. So, totally up to you though. It can be kind of like, just from my own experience with other Discords, it can be kind of intimidating to post. It can be intimidating to post in Discords, especially if they're smaller ones, because you feel like, you know, everyone's kind of either looking or not looking, you know. Maybe I will join. I'm a boomer. I don't even know what Discord is. I feel you. I'm selfish too with my music. Look, as I said, I'm Greek and my accent is weird, but maybe it can work. Dude, don't even worry about that. Yeah, I rap too. I think I've moved away from just rapping for a while. That's like all I was doing. Well, and producing too. Now I'm trying to like be a little more, I guess you could say, genreless. But I don't know. That's hard to do. And also, like, I made rap for such a long time that it's like it feels very natural for me to make it. So I kind of get caught up with that sometimes as well. But yeah. All right, what are we doing here? So keep going. Oh, I don't have. Fuck. My Joker broke. I don't know. I don't know if anyone watching even plays this game, but this is my fucking addiction, dude. I'm not really focusing right now. I'm not the best at this game either. Like, my partner is, I mean, she knows way more about this shit than me at this point. But I still have a fun time playing it. But yeah, I think as far as like, I don't know, man, it's tricky. Like, fuck, I might be fucked already. Come on, I need a king or a queen. Nah, I'm fucked. See, this is what always happens with streaming too. I get like distracted, and then I get like kind of like, I don't know. I'm like, what should I do? You know, I'm like, I want to do this, I want to do that. Fuck this. But yeah. Yeah, maybe I'll just end stream here. Yeah. Okay, this actually perfect. I'm going to mix the song. Thanks for the engagement. I wish you the best. Keep going. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Hope you enjoy working on that song. Again, if you end up joining the Discord, feel free to post it. Again, no pressure. There's always the YouTube channel. I'll always be here. And this is kind of like, I just kind of wanted to like gauge my stream. So I think I don't want to, you know, do more than I need to, at least for now. So I think I'm going to end the stream here. Thanks for watching, everyone that came through. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll probably stream. I mean, I don't know when I'm going to stream again, but I want to do it at least more often than I am now. I'm never going to stream like on a schedule again. I don't know. It's just too much pressure for me. But I appreciate you guys coming. Jazz, you're the fucking GOAT. Thanks for coming to the stream. And yeah, I'll see you guys on Sunday for the next video. And every Sunday thereafter and whatever else.